Good morning, Long Beach. Today is Monday, and it's the day that Rogelio Martinez, candidate for mayor in Long Beach, has decided to call for the leaders of 55 gang members to meet him at Long Beach City Hall at 5 p.m. Now, normally this is not a story that I would cover, and I wouldn't have covered it had I not seen this story make its way to MSN.com and then eventually make its way to WorldStar. WorldStar does not pick up posts until they go a little bit viral, which is concerning to me. Personally, do I expect this to have any sort of validity to it? Do I expect any gang members to come out? No. But we also don't live in a society where common sense is abounding right now. So I am concerned about what may take place this evening in our city. With that, I'm also concerned at the call, the rally call. Why would this be what anyone, but especially someone who considers themselves a mayoral candidate, why would they make this call? So I called Rogelio myself and I asked him to talk to me about this, and he did. And this is what he had to say. Long Beach made headlines recently with the two gardeners that were detained and actually taken into custody by ICE. Have you personally witnessed any confrontations with ICE in the city?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I've just been witnessing what the world has been witnessing, which is all of the images, especially of those two gardeners. That's what literally was for me the the last straw. I was like, you know what? Somebody's got to do something. I'm just a normal person. I'm no one special. I'm a grandfather of two. I have a kid, a failed marriage. I'm not working right now. And I just figured, look, even me with everything against me, I can do something about this. And so literally I said, you know what? I'm going to make a video that is going to get the attention of the world. And that's the video that I made.
Well, it worked. I have to be honest. Your call to action was not something that I would typically cover because I didn't think it was a good idea. However, once I started seeing it on national news sites, and then when you made World Star, which is one of those ones that you really have to kind of go viral a little bit before they pick you up, then I felt like this needed some attention. But when I think of gangs, especially covering what's happening in our city regarding gangs, I felt like this was a terrible idea. So what was your thought process behind this?
I was very meticulous and detailed in every word that I used. If you noticed, I never asked for any violence, not one time in the video. I never named a gang by name, meaning there is no gangs showing up today. Not one gang is showing up today because I didn't specifically call upon one gang. I made a very purposeful, intentional video to get the world's attention. And I just didn't know how much hate there was in the world for me.
Do you think there's hate in the world for you specifically, or is there an understanding that while you didn't specifically name gangs, gang members, and you did not specifically call for violence, gangs are violent. So you didn't necessarily have to say, violence. You did say we want to do a non-violent meeting of the minds per se, but there are families in Long Beach that have lost loved ones to gang violence. There are people who are still grieving from gang violence. There are communities in our neighborhood. I cover stories all the time about the racially motivated violence from gangs in this city.
Absolutely. And you know what? And those families have every right to backlash at me for the pain that the gangs have caused. It was my only way that I could get the attention that Long Beach needed. Look, right now, my daughter, my grandsons, even my ex-wife live in Long Beach. My little sister was born in Long Beach. Right now, I only care about the community known as Long Beach, California. And this was the only thing that I can come up with. Again, I did not specifically ask any gang member for help. I just needed to get the right attention. to bring this topic to light.
So let's talk about that. The right attention. Is anything affiliated with gangs? Is that the right attention?
It is not.
Okay. And especially for someone running for mayor, is this a situation where people can? How do you expect people to take you seriously for your in or is this a situation where maybe you're not necessarily running to win, you're running to disrupt? Is that what's happening here?
I'm not running to win. I've
Okay.
said from the very beginning, I'm not a politician. I've never ran for any public office in my life. I'm running so that people can exercise their right to vote. I want Long Beach to have a historic voter turnout. If there's so much hate for me in my own city, then register to vote, exercise your right to vote, and keep me out of office.
Do you think that there are going to be gangs that show up today?
No,
And if they
it would
do, how would that even work?
exactly. Meaning, think about it. There's no way anybody's going to show up. Oh, yes, I'm a felon. I broke the law and I'm going to show up. That's not happening.
So this literally was just an intention to go viral to raise awareness.
Absolutely. 100%.
Now, for clarity, he does not expect any gang members at all to attend this evening, but he wants to be there and he wants the public to be there and to have a silent call for action. I think that we're all doing some sort of call for action throughout the country right now, given what we've seen from immigration custom and enforcement. However, I would caution to anyone who has a sense of urgency about what's happening in our country right now, that is what you should feel. But be cautious in how you move to address some of the atrocities that are happening in our country. Make sure you don't do something for the sake of good that could potentially bring more harm. I'm Jackie Rae. I'll see you next time.
If you came for facts, lean in. Okay. This is JackieRaeTV. Keep it real, keep it moving, keep receipts.